It's AJ and Ryan on the AandRPodcast.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the AandRPodcast. I'm AJ.
And I'm Ryan.
Happy New Year!
I swear you've done that exact tone. Is that why you did it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's a little throwback to our first New
Yeah.
Year. I didn't know, like, edit in the string effect like that.
Yeah.
That was bad.
Yeah, that was even worse.
I put you on camera because I looked sideways when I did it, so it wouldn't show. But Happy New Year! It's the new year. It's 2022.
Well, it is, but it.
Not for us.
Yeah, we like to pretend.
We pre-record these. So to the right, we and Ryan looking at my Christmas tree because we had to move it out because it's.
Oh, is it out? It's out of the shop.
It's out of shop because it's not Christmas anymore.
Yeah.
It's our New Year's episode. So yeah, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, and New Year to come. In the next week.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'll be the 3rd of January.
Yeah.
Okay. So we are recording this early, but it doesn't stop us talking about our New Year's resolutions.
Which are?
Last year we made the New Year's resolution.
Oh, what was the thing ages ago when we were like, we have to visit so many different cities, and then boom, lockdown.
So the original bet which we made back in 2019 was in the year we had to visit 25 different cities.
Yeah.
But because of lockdown,
that didn't happen.
We didn't do it, and because there was another lockdown in 2021, we didn't do it.
And it looks like it still isn't going to happen.
Yeah, so we'll get onto that, but we won't make it 2022. We'll try to make it 2023, depending on COVID-19. Is that seem acceptable?
Yeah, depending on the restrictions.
Well, if COVID's still there, it probably will be. But
if it's still there, like next year, we'll just have to accept it's going to be there forever.
Have you had your booster shot?
I have.
How did you feel?
The day after, I felt like I didn't know how to pin because it's not like a cold or an ill, like when you catch something, you know what it is and you can pinpoint it. But with a booster, yeah, exactly, wasn't it? Yeah. But when you get a jab, because it's something they've injected into you, it feels like a different illness. It's like not something you can just go, I don't know what it is. You just don't feel yourself.
Yeah, like because I don't really get ill like easily.
No, exactly.
So like if I even like get like this slight feeling that I'm gonna get ill, like when you kind of know it's gonna happen, what I do is I put on like 2 hoodies, get my warmer socks, 2 layers of socks, 2 trackies, 2 pajamas, and I go to sleep in that. And it's so uncomfortable that night. But in the morning, because I've like sweated it while I'm in my sleep, I feel fine.
And then
That's
instantly put all your clothes in the wash.
Yeah, exactly. Like quarantine and burn.
Yeah.
And then so I do that. But then I also just drink a shit ton of Lucozade, and it really helps.
Lucozade and water, because just go to the toilet and just piss it all out.
Oh yeah, staying hydrated. But I drink I think I drink too much water.
When you drink too much water, you instantly need to go to the toilet, and it's just you're just pissing out what
you
you've
saw
drank.
me drink Spider-Man, didn't you?
Yeah.
I went to the toilet like 4 times. Yeah. I mean, it's in the film like 3 times by that point.
But yeah, it doesn't matter.
But yeah, I do need to start drinking as much water. Maybe actually because that's what our resolution was last year. One of them.
Just to drink some.
No, you drink more water.
Oh yeah, I think I've done that. To be fair, I drink quite a lot of water now.
Yeah, your skin looks a lot better.
Thank you. I didn't know it was that bad last year.
you look a spotty baby. And now you look like a less spotty baby.
Yes.
I think you have, because every time we record, you just have like a drink.
Yeah. So.
Tip.
I think I can't remember the other ones.
Eat healthier. I don't think I've done that.
I think it's something about going to the gym or something.
Yes.
And I've done that because I've been going for the past
if the lockdown lifts, then you'll go to the gym, and you have done that.
Yeah, past 6-7 months.
There was also a period where we went to the gym together at like 6 in the morning.
Yeah, I remember that. And you were there for like 5:45, and I'd roll in at 6. And you were there.
What time do you call this? Late riser?
No, you said 6, man.
No, because I used to go like way earlier, but like now I just prefer to run.
Yeah.
So that's my New Year's resolution
to keep running
this year. One of them is to go on 4 runs every week.
4 runs a week, so okay, yeah, that's easy. What? How?
So
distance? Yeah.
I want to say like I want to do like 2 to 3k 3 times, then 1 5k a week.
Yeah, that's good. That's really
and then
good.
sort of increase it or decrease it depending on the difficulty.
Yeah,
but like 5k I can just do like it's not. It's hard, but it's not like it's gonna kill me if I do it.
Yeah, exactly. But it's just nice to do one anyway.
Yeah, like you feel like a lot better. You feel like shit when you come back, but once you have a shower. And then you feel so good after.
You're just like, and when your legs have a nice ache to them, you're like, I'm gonna sleep well today.
I feel like Flash. I used to do that, when I was running. I listened to like the Flash theme song.
God.
It's really helpful.
Yeah, whatever works, man. Whatever works.
Well,
Some
now-
people listen to things like there was this. I think it was an app where like, it would play like zombie sounds as if you were being chased by zombies.
It's really good. It's like a really compelling story, so it makes you want to keep running.
Oh, is it a story?
It's like a story game, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So like they're like, and as it approaches you, and you need to run a little bit faster or slow down. The horde will hear you or stuff like that. It gives you like instructions, but it does it in like really creative ways.
Oh, okay.
I actually think it's really good, but because it's winter,
Yeah.
It depends on if it's summer or winter, whether I run outside or on a treadmill.
Well, if you've got, I think.
So I've got a treadmill.
Yeah, I prefer treadmills just because I find running on a treadmill is so much easier because the actual like terrain of the ground can like just knacker you. Like if you run on like a really stony road or just somewhere where it hurts your feet.
Yeah, because I go running at like 5 in the morning or whatever, like that early. There's never any cars on the road, so I always run on the road, not the pavement, because the pavement will mess your knees up. But in the summer, running indoors is horrendous.
I can imagine.
You feel like shit because it's so hot. You're in a hot box. But when you're running outside, it actually like sort of, because you're like running with windscreen, it's really nice.
Yeah.
Like it's refreshing.
It's actually cooler than sweating inside.
Yeah, but when in the winter, running outside is horrendous because you feel like that little blood, like cold blood in your throat.
Yeah, and it hurts to breathe.
It's vile. It's vile.
I feel that. I feel you.
I feel you. Yeah, so that's my first New Year's resolution. Have you got one?
Be honest, I don't know because I did what I wanted to do, and I'm still gonna just continue to go. Hopefully, go to the gym. I want to continue that. But as for like, I don't know anything else. Just because I kind of feel like I'm quite happy at the moment.
You gotta do something. Like we wouldn't expect. Like something crazy. Like I'm gonna go on like a mass shooting spree or something like that. Probably shouldn't say that.
You see me in the headlines next year.
Yeah.
Mass shooter.
It was just a resolution.
From the AandRPodcast goes around killing everyone.
At least our podcast have been mentioned in the news.
True. Like you said.
Any publicity.
Yeah.
Don't think that applies to hate crime.
Do a live stream of it as well.
Okay, this is a joke.
We didn't mean no reference at all to any of the. I don't know as of yet.
Can I give you one?
Yeah.
We have to play Balloons Tower because me and Ryan
Oh, yeah.
Balloons Tower. So I was loading up the recording software on my iPad so I could record my audio, and I was in the middle of a game of Balloons Tower Defense. I don't know if you guys know the game. It's like a game where you pop balloons, but you've got to place monkey towers and put them. It sounds really stupid, but it's
if you
so
know,
fun.
you know.
If you know, you know. It's so fun. So we were doing that. So we have to play at least once a week, and that as a co-op thing.
Yeah. We can replace them instead of our Apple iMessage game. We're not replacing. We just add.
I like those.
Yeah.
It's not like you want to get rid of them.
But we've completed all of them.
Yeah.
So we can add them.
Yeah.
To our.
Like, it's fancy game of Blues.
Yeah, instead of an iMessage, go for what's the beer pong one? What lasts for 2 days?
Oh, that game was so annoying.
Yeah.
The thing is, okay, so there was the one where I had like, you were like beating me like significantly, like it was like 4 to like 7, and then I just threw 7 in a row. I was like, mate, watch the filth that I just pulled up there. It's disgusting.
I think as soon as you messaged that as soon, before watch the video, so as soon as you put watch this filth, I knew he would instantly.
Yeah, it was very sick. But we did have a lot of fun on those islands.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Golf is another one that.
The thing is, you always beat me on the first hole,
and then I just lose.
And then you're like one ahead of me because when we get the save up until the 5th hole, and then you for some reason you just lose the ability to get
I've become unable to play golf on my phone.
We did play chess quite a bit as well. I enjoyed that.
I enjoyed chess football. Yeah, chess was good. Speaking of chess, I know it's been out for a
Quick,
while. Yeah, I'm watching it
it's
now.
It's so good, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like I didn't realise chess. I know how to play chess.
It's so tactical.
But I didn't realise it's that deep.
Bro, chess is like it is. I think it's the most played game, or most bought board game in the world. Yeah. Like more than Monopoly, more than any of that, it's the most.
So that's why it's quite a big
and it's
thing.
like an
then.
ancient game as well. It's like that and checkers
Yeah.
are like the ancient games. Of
But when they
people.
were like talking about all this stuff like how happened like in the 18th century and stuff, I'm like, Jesus Christ! Like I didn't realise it was that deep. I just thought it was a mathematical game.
But like it's crazy the amount of strategic things there is. There's the number one chess champ. I don't know if you know Magnus Carlsen. Magnus Carlsen, sorry, if you've ever heard of him. So Magnus Carlsen, if you tell him like an opening 4 or 5 moves of a famous chess game, he can tell you the game, the year, and who played in it. It's a video on YouTube. It's insane. Like he knows every game. Like this game.
Is he playing himself or does he just know about it?
What? Oh no, he's the chess champion. He's
World champion.
He's considered the best chess player in the world.
That's ever lived or just
currently? Because there's been like loads of great ones, like Kasparov, Bobby Fischer.
Okay. Is Queen's Gambit actually based on a true?
No, so that's just a book.
Oh, okay.
I've never read the camera.
So it's not actually not saying a woman that didn't do it, but as in not. It's not based on the fact that there was a upcoming woman who was.
No, there was no Beth. What's her name? Beth what?
Harmon.
Beth Harmon. Yeah. There's no Beth Harmon.
Yeah, but there's no like. Beth Harmon might not be a name. It's
oh
just,
no,
it just
like a name.
Yeah.
No, there's no. It's just a mess up book.
Okay, that's alright.
But Anna Taylor-Joy is a really good actress.
Yeah.
Like I really want to watch that film. Is it Last Night in Soho?
I haven't seen that yet.
It just got released in It's now on home release. So I really want.
Is
I'll
it?
watch it tonight actually.
Apparently, it hasn't been reviewed very well.
What, Last Night in Soho?
Yeah.
Okay. My argument with that is.
It's hot, yeah.
So I always used to say the same thing you just did. That it's not been reviewed well. What's the point? But then I remember this story probably includes you. Me and you were sat in Nando's.
Yeah.
Eating our chicken, minding our own business,
Mm.
and then we were going to see Venom, and we read the reviews just before, and we were like, this is going to be so bad. We're going to waste 2 hours. It's going to be so horrible. It's going to be so shit. I ended up actually enjoying it.
Yeah, I think also because it's like a horror film. Horror films just get bad reviews anyway.
Yes, this is something else I want to talk about in depth.
Like,
so we'll get into that as well. But yes, so New Year's resolutions, Blues Cloud events. That's what
yeah.
I've had the same resolution every year since we've had the podcast, just to pass all my exams in the year.
Yeah, because you seem to keep having exams every year.
Yes. So,
one day it will be, I've passed all of them, so it's alright.
Yeah, one day it's like, get alive. No,
I think another one could just be, just carry on with the
podcast.
Yeah.
Well, we did say last year we'd upload 52, and we uploaded every day.
Yeah.
We do well. We
Well,
had some good guests last year as well.
exactly.
We had some crazy guests last
So
year.
just increase, and obviously this video thing is new for a while. We'll have to think of something
to get guests on.
Yeah,
Well, maybe we can talk about that on the podcast. We're sort of planning ahead.
we can. This is private matters.
This is business talk. We don't
Business, yeah.
Yeah, but I think that's another one. Pass exams, and then obviously one for us is to upload.
Mhm.
It would just be hard if there's another lockdown, which is what I talk about with the lockdown looming on the UK.
If there is going to be one, I don't know, but
Let's say we know there's going to be a lockdown. We don't know when it is. We'll put a prediction of when you think it's going to be. So what date do you think it's going to be?
mid-January.
That's not a date.
Okay.
That's not a date. Like 15th. Like in the middle of January.
17th.
17th. On a Sunday.
How do you know what day that? Okay.
Wait.
The
hold on.
the first.
No,
It's going to be a Monday of a one Monday, so whatever. Like is 15th a Monday? No, 18th will be a Monday then.
Yes.
18th.
18th.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to guess the 5th of Jan.
Okay.
Which will be 2 days after this releases.
Yeah.
So everyone will think, oh, Ajay, you're fucking son.
Yeah.
I'm right.
Okay.
Because there's been rumours that he'll be there, but do you think he will? Bojo? Because I've heard it's going to be a circuit breaker lockdown.
But is that considered a full lockdown circuit breaker?
2 weeks of heavy restrictions where no one's allowed to leave the house except for shopping. That's what they're doing. That's what the circuit breaker is.
For 2 weeks, I don't think that counts.
What are we saying is a lockdown?
Like where they had a roadmap kind of thing, where he was like basically until further notice you can't leave.
Okay, I'd agree with that. But okay, I've said this privately, and I've said this to a lot of my friends, and I have committed, so I might as well just say it on camera. If our Lord and Saviour Bojo announces, sorry, I can't say that seriously. If Boris announces a lockdown that's longer than 6 weeks, or he says it's for the foreseeable future, like there's no end goal to it. 6 weeks or no end goal.
Yeah.
I'm going to shave all my hair off for cancer research.
Okay.
And I'm going full bald eagle.
Okay.
and I'm going to grow back my luscious locks.
Okay. I will happily. I don't hope there's a 6-week lockdown, but in the back of my mind.
If there is, it's a silver line.
Yeah. There's a.
The worst thing is, originally when I said this wasn't a thing. Like the whole podcast was, but this video set wasn't a thing.
Yeah.
But now we actually have the means to record in lockdown with the video.
Even if.
Everybody will be able to see
exactly.
it.
Even if we're not together.
Yeah,
It's
so
still-
everybody will be able to see it.
Yeah. That's.
The only upside is no one can slap my head, because I know people would.
No.
But I don't mean like, you know how you did your hair like short?
But as in, you mean like Bic razor?
I mean big razors, like
Yeah.
bold, like this skin, that,
Yeah.
or like palm of your hand like that smooth.
Like egg.
Yeah, egg.
Yeah.
I just think it'll feel really nice.
Can you? Well, at least you won't. I think it does feel nice because it's like you wake up, you ain't got. Yeah, you ain't got to do anything.
You know I don't have to do my hair. My hair just
No, but like as in, you just feel like you're a lot cleaner for some reason. I don't know what it is. Like
you think my urge. I'm always like this.
Yeah.
Like, I always do that. I scratch the back of my head. So like, when I do it, I'll be like, oh, it's cold. But the thing is, if I had a bad hairline, I would no circumstance do it. Like under no circumstance.
Well,
do it.
yeah.
Because I was talking to my friend about this at the pub, and he was like, I have a bald spot now, so there's no way I'd be shaving my head because it wouldn't grow back.
Fair enough.
But mine's like.
Thinking, imagine if you did it, and they go, actually, we changed our minds, no lockdown, you can all go out and see each other.
I wouldn't mind that though, because obviously I'm doing it for a good cause,
Yeah.
regardless. If I was just doing it, then I'd just do it now.
Yeah, because people would be like, look at you, you'd be like, I did it for Cancer Research, and they'd be like, oh, okay.
Well, yeah, because obviously there's that thing where it's like, if you see someone who's bald as a kid,
Yeah.
and then you make fun of them, there's like people play, oh, they've got cancer, so it's like, don't make fun of
Yeah.
them. So like, it could just be like one of those things where people just think I have it, but obviously I'm doing it in solidarity to show
Yeah.
my support.
Or someone suddenly, must be so tough for you. How you feeling? How you doing?
Cold.
Yeah,
Cold, man.
He was just like, cold.
Like, what? No, so yes, I'm going to do that, and that'll be, you'll be able to see it if there is a lockdown. So that's something to look forward to if there is a lockdown.
They're talking incredibly hypothetically because if there was a lockdown, it would not be 6 weeks. I really doubt it.
That's what everyone said about the first lockdown, and then we were locked down for a year.
Yeah.
So everyone was like, so originally in the first lockdown, like 2020, it was the 3 weeks, and me and my family had like America booked like 3 months in advance. And we were like, oh, this will blow before we go to America. We had the America trip cancelled that year, and the Italy trip cancelled that year, and I was just fuming, and I was like, no more trips can be cancelled. I'm not booking anything else because all of our friends, we spoke about going to Vegas in like 2023, and weirdly, I would not be surprised if this situation is still knocking about then.
Oh yeah, I think it's got a good couple of years.
Like we'll be getting our 5th booster, and lockdown 9.
45th boost.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just think at this point they've done the government have done what they can in terms of trying to create as much immunity as possible. So why not just kind of let nature take its course?
Yeah, COVID's only really killing unvaccinated people.
I don't know much of the facts,
Or
but
like a lot of them.
I just kind of think if we're gonna have like the jabs and that's the best thing we can do, have them, and then that's it. Like what else can we do? What's the point of shutting down things and like pretending like if we just stay inside, it's just gonna stop it, and then as soon as we go back outside again and meet it just stops.
Clearly it hasn't worked. Like it worked for like.
All it does is just stop the amount of people getting it, and then end up in hospital, so we can actually treat the people that have got that. And then as soon as that done, we all mingle again, and it just rises back up every time. So you might as well just let it pass like a normal cold, because that's what it is at the end of the day now.
Yeah. So I was speaking to someone about this, and I'm not going to weigh in on my opinion here because obviously it's not. We don't get very much on the podcast. But he was saying to me, he was like. People who choose not to vaccinate, they should be liable to pay their own healthcare because they're taking up a bed of someone who is vaccinated, who is really ill, and who can't get treatment, even though they've chosen not to be vaccinated and they've chosen to get the disease, and they're more likely and less immune to it. So I thought it was a very interesting idea. I mean, I'm not going to weigh in on what I think. I mean, I think knowing me, it's pretty obvious what I think of that. But I think it's one of those things where. It's very up in the air about if that's a right statement or not.
Yeah, I think people are just more. It's more the people are thinking it's a forced thing and don't want it to be kind of like. I'm not going to do it because you're telling me to do it kind of thing.
Yeah.
More like I want to do it on my own, which is fine. But like, yeah, his ways, whatever.
Yeah.
Don't want to say too much because people take it seriously or can get quite offended. So
yeah. So
we'll just leave it.
another reason I brought that was because Jurgen Klopp, the Liverpool FC manager, I believe he made a statement saying, "I'll be signing no unvaccinated players to Liverpool because they're a risk," and he kept getting slewed in the comments, like people being like, "What the hell? Stick to your football job. Don't get political." But I thought, surely you commenting on that post means you're getting political and you're getting involved in something.
Yeah, if you're commenting on someone's comment and replying to it or kind of, criticising it, that makes you, that involves you in the situation. You either talk about it or you don't.
Oh yeah.
So.
Well, because like even even like Jurgen Klopp, they were like, "Oh, it's your choice if you want to get vaccinated." And then in my head, I was just like, "Well, it's Jurgen Klopp's choice if he wants to take unvaccinated footballers."
Well, yeah, exactly. And also, if some people don't feel comfortable with people being in the same area of them if they're not vaccinated, or because obviously it does show that you're less likely to spread it and that kind of thing. And if you have it, I mean, someone will probably go, "Actually, the data shows that," and try and prove their case. But I'm like, whatever.
In my head, I'm just always like, do what you want, but whatever consequences may fall from your decision, that's on you. That you can't blame anyone for that.
Well, yeah, exactly. I guarantee someone who hasn't got it falls really ill with it, and then suddenly wants the help of the public or their services. Wants to call ambulance out, or wants to have or prioritise them getting a, what's it called, not breathalyzer, the oxygen mask, an oxygen kind of mask, a ventilator. That's the one. But even though they could have prevented that if they just chose to have something that's free, and you're in a privileged country to get where you can just walk down the road or drive to and get it, whereas millions of people out there who have like a government that can't or couldn't live in a country that can't afford to buy all these vaccines. So I just kind of think, well, you live in UK, and that automatically makes you more privileged than anyone else. So and it's free, just cost you time. So I don't see kind of too many reasons why you can't, other than there are people who are prone to blood clots and that kind of thing. There are sometimes genuine medical reasons or worries that you might have, which you get, but for the people who are like, "God, it's just used to track you," or that kind of thing.
On that point, is people's I'm asking you because obviously this is the main argument I've seen. The main argument I've been hearing from people is, "I don't know what's in it." Is that? Have you heard that?
I've heard.
You don't know what they're putting in.
Yeah, that's a similar thing to it was developed so quickly, and it normally take 5 to 10 years to develop. Okay, we don't know what's in it, kind of thing.
My argument with that is, if you are just against modern medicine and you're consistent with your argument of not knowing what's in stuff, fair play. If you don't take any modern medicine, but could you actually name what's in any medicine? Yeah. We just have to trust it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, or any. I'm sure you're happy to have a nice glass of beer or wine or something on the weekend, or indulge in some alcohol, which is clearly not good for your kidneys and can cause so many medical risks if taken too much. So, you know what I mean? It's like there's pick and choose, man. I
mean, people are the government tracking me. Why would they care about you?
If they want to track you, you've got a phone.
I was that's my thing as well. It's like, they have a lot of ways to track you. They don't need to inject
Also, why would they want to track you sitting at home playing with yourself? Why would they do that?
Why was that the first thing that jumped into your mind?
I could just the people who say, they want to track you, probably have the most boringest life and just work at WH Smith's. And it's like...
People are targeted.
No, it's not. I'm just...
Harry's been in the podcast, used to work at WH Smith's.
No, I'm not saying that as... I'm just saying as you're not like a secret MI6 spy who the government are going to get some really great data off. You're just another human being like everyone else who just probably has a normal 9 to 5 and has a house. It's not like they're going to you know, the FBI ain't gonna, where is she?
Yeah.
You know, kind of come down
Or
on the door. Yeah, exactly. Like, what do you think is gonna, what they think they're gonna do?
Oh no, I agree with you.
It's so
Like,
stupid, man.
If the government want my location history, I will
They
happily
they
apply.
can have it. If they want your locations, they can literally find so
All
many.
I do is come here and go to work. And go
Exactly,
out.
exactly.
That's it.
Like, what are they gonna do with that?
Exactly.
Like every other person probably does as well.
And it's always like when people like what you mentioned earlier, whether like it took this long to develop, like why how did it take so short to develop? COVID-19 is probably the biggest problem in this century.
Other than that and global warming.
What?
That.
But like it's because global warming isn't directly.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's the biggest kind of issue that we have, immediate issue we have to tackle.
Yeah.
So it's probably the biggest funded thing that's ever.
People act like Pfizer is it. So even before COVID, I'd heard of Pfizer. Like,
To be fair, I never heard of Pfizer, but I don't really care.
Pfizer is the #1 pharmaceutical provider in the whole of the USA.
Is it?
And also, they are like, let me look at Pfizer's net worth. Like, Pfizer's net worth before COVID. Because I don't want to do it after because that's a bit.
Yeah. Because they're probably minted now.
Pfizer net worth before COVID. Pfizer's net worth in. No, find it. Their net income is over 60 before COVID.
Yeah.
Was over 11 billion
Oh my god.
net income. So that's the amount they make in income. So before that, it's not like Pfizer's a small company.
It's just your local corner shop down the road so making
just boss man.
Yeah, boss.
50 people vaccine. It's this massive like conglomerate, huge corporation who will seize any opportunity to make more money.
Yeah, obviously, of course it is a money thing
So
as
they're
well.
going to pump a lot in to make a COVID vaccine just so they can be the first on the market.
Yeah, I would make a COVID vaccine if I could.
Yeah.
To have it to sell and to
And it's huge.
yeah.
Because the thing is, it's huge for them because obviously it boosts the public image. Like everyone likes Pfizer.
Yeah.
Everyone always is like the Pfizer vaccine's the best one. I don't know how true.
I mean,
Are you Pfizer? Which ones have you got?
I'm Pfizer.
I'm Pfizer.
Yeah.
We're elite. My bad.
But I mean, I think just getting anyone helps. Really.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, Pfizer probably pumped in a lot of money to get that vaccine made, and then they would have put in probably triple or quadruple the scientists to get onto it. So when people say it took 5 years, yes, under normal circumstances it would have, but COVID isn't a normal circumstance.
Exactly. This is something that they were like. I don't know if that.
That's a phone.
This is the.
I'll just go hang that up.
Yeah. God damn it.
It's fine, keep talking.
Did you not tell everyone in the whole country that we're making this in absolute silence? Oh god.
Okay.
That's funny.
Imagine it was just like, Boris wants to know your location.
We've been tracking you for 5 years.
I might as well restart the cameras, it's on up here.
Yeah. I can't remember what I was saying. I can't remember what I was saying now. What did you say?
Yeah, so COVID, so Pfizer.
Oh yeah. I
Pfizer.
think there is a thing where people are like, oh, we don't know how the vaccine is going to affect you in 5-10 years because we haven't had that amount of time to, test it. But like, you don't know what COVID's going to do to you in 5 or 10 years as well.
Yeah,
so,
COVID 29.
It's. I think I don't know. I don't want to. I don't want to get my opinion too much here. But what I think they should be doing is focusing more on medical treatment you can have at home rather than, like working on like if you're any normal kind of thing, you come down, you have a cold and flu tablet or paracetamol. There needs to be there needs to be something where it's like an over-the-counter pill that can treat you at home. And also I think there needs to be more government funding into getting advertising and getting people healthier, because obviously if you are unhealthy and have an unhealthy lifestyle, your risk to disease and to COVID is far greater just because of your lifestyle. So I think the government need to step in and kind of promote, give more schemes and opportunities for people to actually have the time and afford to live a healthier lifestyle kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because that would be the best way, is that not to have any vaccine and everyone's just so healthy and is okay that they can just kind of fight it off themselves.
But that's in an ideal world.
Oh yeah, that's in like a there is so many problems that come with that. So
yeah,
it is
but
easier.
I will happily inject anything the government tells me.
Except
because
for
I'd rather die from the vaccine. The thing is, in my head, I'm like, well, if I die from the vaccine, I'm kind of okay with it because then a lot of people die from the vaccine.
yeah.
I'd rather die from the vaccine than from COVID.
It probably might be a less horrible way to go.
Which one would be worse?
I think because obviously if you get COVID and you die from it, you must have had it really bad. It must have been really horrible to have it.
Exactly.
So I would kind of, I don't know.
I also like just to lose the ability to taste things. Like
Taste.
I had my work Christmas party, and there's a really good friend of mine there, and whenever we're on a night out, I'm like, you need to tell me if I smell nice. And she's like, okay, cool. But then she got COVID.
Yeah.
And then at Christmas party, I was like, Kate, I just don't know. That's fine. Kate, can you smell me? And then she's like, Andrew, for fuck's sake, I can't smell. And I was like, oh yeah, sorry. Shit.
Can't smell.
Yeah, she can't smell, couldn't taste.
Thing is, if you can't taste, then it's easy to get smashed then because you can't taste it. You just down it. It tastes like water.
In my head, I'm like, that's the mindset of an alcoholic.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, not as an alcoholic.
No, because you still feel the burn, right? Or do you? I've never had COVID.
I don't know. Not bad. Well, I never had it. And sometimes not everyone gets it to the point where. Not a lot of people now get it to the point where they can't smell the taste.
Yeah. So, what was I going to say? My mindset is you could literally just eat the healthiest food ever and not be able to taste it. Like chocolate nut and first time, so you might as well just eat healthy food.
Well, exactly, because if you don't like it,
that'll help with our New Year's resolution.
Doesn't matter. But get it so you can eat healthy.
Yeah, so you can eat healthy, so you can eat chocolate. Yeah. But that was actually a really long conversation about
Yeah,
COVID.
anyway, we can move on now.
What else did I have on my little topic list? Things we remember in 2021. So what happened in 2021? The Capitol Hill riots.
The what?
When everyone stormed the White House.
That
was the January.
Oh shit, yeah. And didn't they just walk in and they were just filming it around?
Because Trump lost the election this year.
Yeah.
That's nuts. That was this year. So yeah. It might be helpful if I read some of the.
Well, wasn't it just the police which were literally just letting them in?
So the police were like, they weren't letting them in. They were like sort of not wanting to instigate violence.
So they kind of got to the point where it overwhelmed them, and they just like thought, "Fuck it."
Yeah, just like fuck it. Fuck it, it's Tottenham. That's what I said. I'm just gonna read our episode titles from the past year.
Okay.
Just because we've had 53 episodes
this year.
No. So we on our first episode we uploaded this year was episode 53. The we uploaded was 103.
Is next year going to be next season, like season 3?
No, I think we should do that every 50 episodes. Because we're on season 3. Season 3 is episode 100 enough.
Is it?
Yeah.
So this is season 3.
Welcome to season 3.
Wait, we hit 100 episodes a while ago, didn't we?
Yeah, like 4 or 5 episodes ago.
Yeah, so
we had 5 episodes.
You gotta make that season 3, yeah.
Yeah, it is season 3.
Have you made it a season 3?
It's season 3.
Okay, because obviously on Spotify.
So season 2.
Yeah.
Is
we got seasons? Don't you think that's weird?
Season 2. Hold on, I know what this is.
There's no like plot line to season 2. Just
Wait,
continuing on.
Season 2 is I know what this is. Season 1, the last episode was when we broke for COVID. So when we broke for COVID early, the first lockdown in May 2020.
Yeah.
That ended season 1.
Yeah.
Season 2 ended there 22nd November before our third episode. And now we're on season 3.
We're big time.
We're fucking.
So we have seasons.
Massive, you know.
We have
Okay,
seasons.
so we're just going to run through some of the episodes and just talk about some of the guest I know we've done this, but I was going to run through some of the names. So January 4th, New Year's, Same Idiots, Volume 2.
Volume 2.
Guess what this is going to be called?
New Year's Same Idiots, Volume 3.
Correct.
So clever.
Then the Siege of Capitol Hill, which is what we made me rewind it.
Mm-hmm.
Then we had our first YouTuber guest, Jem Mint, spending $5,000 on a comic book.
Yeah.
Then we had our stinkiest episode of the year, How Fast is 3 Seconds. I still remember that being the worst episode.
Why was that? What? I can't remember that.
We had a guest and they cancelled like 20 minutes before, so we just waffled on. And then I dared myself to drink a Red Bull as quick as I could.
Yeah.
So that was fun. Then we had Tally Roden, fighting for Chris Hemsworth. Then we had How I Met Jessica Alba with Vincent DeSantis.
Yeah.
Then taking a shit on a gym bench with Joe Derek. Almost getting shot on set with the terrifying self.
Yeah, I would say this is a crazy month.
Yeah, Boob's borderline personality disorder with Charlotte Davis.
That was ages ago.
That one banged. That's our actual longest podcast. That's an hour and 52 minutes.
Mate.
I don't know how we did that.
Yeah.
I remember you were slumped after that. You was like, bro, I'm so like, I don't know what's going on.
I just was
It's
just like,
drained.
man, it's hard to talk for that long.
We really put
Now I know how Joe Rogan feels.
Yeah.
But Joe Rogan seems to go on for like 3 hours and he's fine.
He's boring. It's not beef.
Stop.
Then we had Monsters University is cancelled, featuring Neve.
Meme? I said, why did you say meme? Meme. So I was thinking of how it was spelled, not.
Then we had our first game show of the year, greatest couple on the internet, Mr. and Mrs. Where you faced off against Calvin and Lucy.
Yeah.
Moving on. Then we had the issues with our society, where we spoke about Meghan Markle, her interview on Oprah.
Oh yeah.
That's crazy. That happened this year. That's nuts. Or last year when they're listening to this.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting it's not now.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Then we had a date with Rota Shaw with Izzy Locke.
Yeah.
Rap or Crap with Declan.
That was good.
Some of the lyrics are quite good. I think we should do that again. But just
Right,
like a game between us.
yeah.
Like, I'll just write them in.
Or let me, I want to write them.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
If I can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't dress like Slim Shady right now. You might as well go
I just
for
got
it.
to get a haircut again.
Then we had good actor, great parent, Chaney Morrow.
Yeah, remember that.
He was great. He was just smoking while we were
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Do you not remember? It's very funny. Then we have Who is Stalking AJ. No, I don't remember this. What
I
is
don't know
this
who was
about?
stalking you. It was clearly clickbait, so no one wants
In
to.
that episode, we talked about Jake Paul versus Ben Askren.
So who? So
That was 5th of April. Then we had a $1 million legally not the chase where I robbed him and her money.
oh
negative amount.
yeah. Legally not the chase.
Then we had Waking Up in a Different City with Rob Shelton.
Yep. Otto Jones.
Selena Gomez slathered in chocolate. Ryan's kink with the money. Then we had $10,000 categories with Harry Docker, where we had to name them.
Oh, categories.
That was fun.
Yeah.
The World is Fucked with Jolie. That's a very aptly named title. I miss it. I haven't spoken to him in ages. I'm just discussing this on there.
This is like a separate conversation.
Get your Winkle pickers on. Do you remember what Winkle pickers were? The slang word.
Yeah, I don't remember what they were, but I remember what were they? Winkle pickers? No, I can't remember.
Point shoes. So
Oh,
shoes that had a
yeah.
point on them. Then we had Best Friend versus Best Friend with you and Joe.
Yep.
That was good.
Wasn't that a tie?
What?
So
No, I think you were like way ahead.
okay.
But then because I was like,
Oh,
I made the last one like 5 points and gave it to Joe just to tie it up. Then we had liking people's pictures when in a relationship featuring Sagittarius.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting on that album, by the way. Still not dropped. I messaged her the other day like, are you actually going to release an album? And she was like, yeah, I'm working on it. I was like,
Things take time. Things take time, man.
You can't
Can't put money.
rush perfection, that's it.
Yeah.
Can't put money.
I was gonna say there's something you can't put something on time.
Okay, yeah. And then we have, I rethought about this to my favourite episode of the year. My favourite episode of the year was Philophobia, the Fear of Love, featuring Guy Davis.
Yeah, got it. Yeah.
That was my favourite episode of the year. Then we had Legally Not the Weakest Link. Didn't you present that? Or did I?
No, I did. Yeah, because
Yeah.
I was like, I remember.
Oh, and I did the voiceover.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun.
Because I was just like at one of the rounds. Yeah, fuck off.
Yeah. Then we had the fall of cryptocurrency. That's when the crypto market
crashed. Yeah, and everyone lost all their money.
Then no, we shouldn't laugh at it too much.
True.
We're all about the NFTs now.
Oh god, have you got an NFT?
What? I don't know what the fuck it is. It's like a picture.
It's
It's an image.
it's a imagine it's like a Pokemon card, and what you're supposed to do is buy a card, a virtual online card that isn't very popular and suddenly becomes popular and then sells for a lot of money. So like loads of people have their own individual NFTs and you can buy people.
Okay, so what I don't get is
Yeah.
what I don't get about NFTs is can't I just make it on
Yeah, but I think it's about like following. You need like a following, and you can have an NFT. I think anyone can have an NFT.
What, for themselves?
I think so.
Should we get AandRPodcast NFT?
But you just have to have a following, and obviously someone like let's say our NFT, because we don't have a lot of followers.
Hey!
Our NFT would go for, let's say, I don't know, £1, and then if we suddenly become the size of Logan Paul, it would go for like £1 million.
Yeah, we're much bigger than that, Joker. Yes. So then we had after that special guest Joe again, featuring Joe Derry.
Yeah.
We've had him on a lot. We should get him in the studio.
He should be behind the camera.
Yeah, he should be like ARJ podcast.
We could just say, Joe, edit this out, and he'll know what it means.
Joe, edit this out.
He's just.
Then we had our Marvel Cinematic Universe tier list. I don't remember doing that.
Because did we say we haven't done one yet? But we have, obviously.
Yeah. How long was this episode? Hold on, let me find this. How long was this? It was 20 minutes.
That's the intro. Copyright.
Copyright of ourselves. We'll just copyright strike ourselves. Yes, we did do Marvel Cinematic Universe test. Once you've watched them, we'll need to redo it.
Yeah.
We'll watch all of them. Okay, then we had naked yoga and hot tub streams.
Oh, naked.
An episode that I think may stick in your memory after that. Why everyone around you is manipulating you. Do you not remember what it was? A massive brand.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, everyone's manipulating.
Yeah.
Everyone's lying to you.
Everything you ever do is everything someone does for
He's
you.
pushing an agenda.
Yeah.
I don't know what was on that episode.
Crack.
I was just doing a shit ton of mad.
Crack.
Then we did Higher or Lower, which was the YouTube game.
Yeah.
A very difficult episode for me to record. Do you remember why?
What?
Because I sounded like a frog. Hold on.
Were you ill? Oh my god.
Wait.
Yeah.
Is
that, were you ill, or did you have a few nights out?
It was after the football, the England game, so I was shouting. Then we had riddle me this, riddle me that. But because you made me record it the day after because you were going on holiday,
oh yeah,
I had to do 2 with a bad voice. And then we had Would You Rather, The Problem with Football Fans, Youngest Ever UK Mom Gives Birth at 11. Then You Dropped Your Microphone and Where featuring Edie Inkser, the girl in Spiral.
Yeah.
Woman, sorry.
Yeah.
Girl, woman. I've got a text which is about the bottom, I guess.
Yeah.
What do you call a bread roll? Do you remember all the different names?
Oh,
Bread rolls
yeah.
in the UK. Then we have Love Island is Getting Wild. This was like Pit Prime Love Island.
So this was summer then.
Faye, do you remember her and Teddy?
Oh god, they're still together. So
what?
They're somehow still together.
Mate, Teddy, you're still too good. I don't care. That was too much.
Yeah, that was bad. I remember that. That was the proper argument they had, wasn't it?
Yeah. So like, the funny part of the conversation is when Faye went like that to Teddy, and Teddy's like, yeah, real mature. He's like, well, I'm not talking to you. I was like, why'd you bring me the fingerprint then? He wasn't talking to you. And then we said it was Working Out with the Rock featuring Shannon Bushes.
Yep.
Then Ryan Spirit Animals Bugs Bunny.
Okay.
We did a quiz and you Bugs Bunny. We need to do more quizzes. We haven't done them in a while. Then we had OnlyFans removing all sexually explicit content, which they then reneged on.
And they clearly thought that was a bad business move.
Yes. Well, duh. No, everyone knows OnlyFans.
Oh yeah.
Ruining a relationship, not clickbait. No, it's not clickbait.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
No.
I'll tell you about it after. No, I can just speak about it because I've spoken about the episode. It's when I was speaking to that girl on Instagram. So and then I met her later and it turned out there's a bit of crossover between us.
The multiverse crossover.
I'm a regular terminal guy. Then A Very Drunk Night. Revealing my toxic trait.
Oh yeah.
This episode might get us cancelled featuring Sam Aswu when we do all the accents.
Oh god.
We didn't expect this name drop featuring Ian White, the Game of Thrones guy.
Yeah. Oh, I remember that when you read and Avatar and go, actually I wasn't on Avatar yet.
Oh yeah.
But
he just said it on his IMDb. I don't know what you want me to do.
On Sam Aswu, have you seen his Instagram story where he's doing all this fighting and stuff?
Yeah, he's getting into stunts. I mean, he did speak to because we were speaking a bit after, and we've spoken a bit since, and he's been really getting into it. And he said, if you guys are over in LA, make sure you hit me up. So
really?
I was like, yeah, damn ready.
What a dude.
He's quality. He was quality. That's probably my runner-up episode for the best episode of the year. Then we had. I didn't think I'd have to apologise for this when I was talking about Anthony Joshua.
Oh yeah. And that my favourite episode. That is just because.
Just because you know how much I hate to admit when I'm wrong.
Yeah.
And the fact I had to do it, and you have a proof of an apology.
Yeah, because it was like it's not even like where you say I don't remember you saying that. It's
Yeah.
literally on the recording.
You'd be like, you would just reply like, I'm
You all
sorry,
laughed at
sorry.
me.
It's like the Thanos thing, like, they called me a madman. Then the next thing was just money buy you happiness.
Yep.
Then watch your favourite scary movie, the Halloween special. Final destination real life. Your celebrity crush, the cartoon featuring the FOM boys.
Yeah.
A very.
Ooh.
They are. So what's today's date? What's today's date? The 27th.
Yeah.
The day after Boxing Day. They are putting out a video on the 28th. I just saw it on their Instagram, so make sure you check that out. So it will be out when you guys see it. Then a very interesting article explicit. That was when I read the most viewed listens on porn, like the most searched terms on porn.
Oh, okay.
And then I just listed off that name, and you started creasing.
What name?
When I was just listing off the different categories, I was like, ass tits. You started cracking
Was that
up.
the red tube film? See.
No, that was the only fans cancelling one.
Oh, okay.
You're gonna have to put some context behind that. You just said it was like the red tube one.
Well, I know
So-
we were talking about. I think it was something like
Was it
where.
on Laura Alexis?
Yeah, and you were saying, what
I said what? I said my question was what subscription service that isn't sexual? What services can you get that aren't sexual that are like subscription service like content?
Yeah.
And you went RedTube. I think you went to say YouTube Red.
Yeah, YouTube Red series.
So then
Very
we
cool,
had,
yeah.
then we had the world's stupidest drunk argument.
Was this when it was about?
Flagon and Sven.
Yeah. And it was just correct.
He-
I would feed my kids better food than you.
Yes.
basically.
So I ran into him the other day, and he was like, AJ, that is the most clickbaity title I've ever heard. And then Joe Derry, who was with us on the night, was like, it really was the stupidest drunk argument I've ever heard. So I was like, what's the clickbait? It's clearly right.
He said the title.
That's it, he said it.
He said it.
Then we had episode 100 live and direct.
I don't. Oh yeah, that was the first reveal of the.
That's the first room of us,
Of-
and that's when we lost
of
our
us.
Hollywood.
Yeah, that's when it went downhill.
Then we had Tommy Fury's embarrassment.
Yeah, Tommy from Wolves. Yeah.
Then we had another Christmas special. And then we had Spider-Man No Way Home full review, which came out today.
And now we've got New Year, Same Idiots, Volume 3.
Exactly.
3 years.
As if we have 3 New Years. We haven't actually been
Three, about 2.5. 2.5? 2 more? 3 years in October. Is it not?
Yeah, 3 years. Well, it's like 2 years, 3 months.
Okay.
Which is crazy. We've been doing this a really long time. People at the start were just sort of like, oh, this isn't something you guys like take seriously and stuff like that. But like now we're like, yeah,
This is just our. This is like
thing.
like to the point where. Oh yeah, okay, you do the podcast kind of thing.
Yes.
Like
The
not,
amount of people who have said that to
not
me.
not in like a braggy way, but as in like that's just like our like
Thing.
yeah how we know.
Yeah. Well, because the amount of people who like your girlfriend, the house she's living at the moment, her friends have come to me and been like, "Oh, so you do the podcast?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Yes."
No, that's not me. It's someone else.
Different brand, guys. You completely racist.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, like just the amount of random people like who like I don't know before this.
Yeah, not to the point where it's like any random person in the street.
I've been stopped in the street.
Have you?
No. Are you nuts? Are you insane?
Fucking hell.
Yeah, autograph someone's forehead. I saw this meme. I don't know why it made me laugh so much, but it's basically so they were like, oh, so I ran into, I can't remember who the celebrity was. I ran into this celebrity. I didn't have any like pen or paper or anything, so I just got them to write it in my notes. So they just wrote their name in notes, but not signed it or anything. I was like, this is the stupidest thing ever. But like when I saw it, I genuinely lost it. I was like, this is so dumb.
Oh god, fucking memes. Remember the birth of memes, and they just suddenly become.
Yeah. So was there a meme calendar of 2021? I think there is a meme calendar of 2021.
Yeah, I don't think meme calendars aren't as big now.
Meme calendars used to be like the thing.
Yeah.
Okay, let me find this. Meme calendar.
What was it? Was there a Batman one time? A meme calendar for Batman. Oh, I can't remember what the meme was.
Okay, so in January it was who's the guy? Donald Trump's like, you know, he crossed his legs and put his arms like this.
Oh, the mittens. Yeah.
The mittens guy.
Bernie Sanders.
Bernie Sanders. Then February was the weekend. You know the video where he's like really close to the camera.
Oh, with the yeah.
That one.
Okay.
If you guys know what we're talking about. March was concerned Oprah because it was obviously the whole Harry Styles interview.
Yeah,
Harry Windsor.
Is that his name? Harry Windsor.
Yes. Am I stupid? Is it? Can you Google it? Because I'm not thinking
I thought I just know him as Prince Harry.
It's Harry Windsor, right?
I just know him as Prince Harry.
What's his first name? Prince. What's his second name? Harry. I need to reset the camera.
It is. Harry's Charles Albert David.
That's his full name. Surely it's Windsor.
Well, it must be because there is Prince William Arthur Philip Louis Mountbatten Windsor, and then it's just maybe he just got rid of it. Don't know.
Okay. Yeah, fair enough. The next one, April, was Godzilla vs Kong, like them punching each other.
Okay, yeah.
May was the Padme concerned one, where she's smiling and then concerned.
I don't really remember that one.
June was Fast and Furious 9, there's nothing wrong with family.
Family, yeah.
My favourite one, it's a bit of an explicit joke, but when it's like, when Boris put, there was like a restriction in there, and Boris, the government recommendation was, it might be fun to have sex with people in your own household. And then there's one like Dom saying, family. It's good, isn't it? And the next one was Chiellini pulling Saka back in.
Yeah.
The Euros happened this year. How weird is that? We sort of brushed over it.
Yeah, well, we don't talk about it because we lost. We bottled it in the last round.
We did speak about it, didn't we? Though.
Did we?
We spoke about all the hate that was getting thrown at Saka and Rashford and Sancho.
Yeah. The racism.
Yeah.
Oh no, the hate and racism.
Yeah, both.
Yeah.
So we spoke about that.
I think it's funny that probably the same people who are hating on him are the Arsenal fans who are cheering Saka on every time he scores.
Yeah. By the way, I'm also sorry.
And United fans are cheering Rashford on.
Football thing. Boxing Day, right?
Yeah.
Usually I watch a game, but because my sister and her new husband came over on Boxing Day rather than Christmas Day, she does spend it with his family. They came on Boxing Day, so I didn't get a chance to watch football. And obviously, you know that whole meme of Boxing Day 1963. You don't. So on Boxing Day 1963, it's considered like the craziest day in British football. Let me read you the results. Boxing Day 1963. Oh. So the results were Chelsea 5, Blackpool 1, Burnley 6, Man United 1, Fulham 10, Ipswich 1, Leicester 2, Everton 0, Liverpool 6, Stoke 1, Nottingham Forest 3, Sheffield United 3, Sheffield Wednesday 3, Bolton 0, West Brom 4, Tottenham 4, Blackburn 8, West Ham 2, Wolves 3, Aston Villa 3. So like it's the craziest result.
Yeah.
So then I was like, I was joking with my sister's boyfriend, like, this will be the craziest day in football.
Yeah,
The first game we watched, Man City beat Leicester 6-3. And I was like, this is insane. Boxing Day 1963 all over again.
And you missed it.
And I missed it.
It wasn't that crazy though, because I thought loads of games were cancelled.
They were, but like the games that were on, Arsenal won 5-0.
Yeah, true.
Like, they were banging games. Southampton, West Ham 3-2. Like, it was crazy. And I missed them all. Sod's law. That's what that is.
Maybe if you don't watch football, then everyone gets a good score. Well, not everyone, but
I was just saying, I don't think Norwich thought it was a good score.
Score against what?
At my work, there is a Norwich fan, and they were like, on this whiteboard, when we were in the office, they were like writing down, like, they were doing like 12 games of Christmas, but they were relating it back to their like work team or whatever.
Okay.
And on 3, she put 3 points for Norwich, and I was like, yeah, okay. They are the worst team.
Yeah, aren't they? They're definitely in relegation. Aren't they right at the bottom?
Yeah, so I think so. Yeah. No, I think Newcastle are at the bottom.
Okay.
But
Newcastle at the bottom.
They're awful. I think Norwich are in this weird like twilight zone where they're too bad for the Premier League, but too good for the Championship.
Yeah.
So it just ends up them going up and down, up and down. They're like a yo-yo. It's disgraceful.
I think that is generally a lot of time what happens when you get promoted from the Championship. There.
No,
except for Villa.
Leeds.
Well, yeah, Leeds banging it, but
Brentford doing well.
but Norwich haven't.
Or Welsh.
Norwich haven't like who's signed for Norwich that is an outstanding, amazing player.
Timo Pukki, and he was there before, but
Yeah, he was there before, and he had one
he
half a season.
One game where he's got a hat trick and everyone was gassing him.
Yeah, and everyone was like, "Oh, put him in a fantasy team because he's gonna be top goal
I
scorer."
did that. I'm stinking up the gap on fantasy this year.
I just don't play it just because I always forget I've got it, and then I lose loads of points because people are injured and I haven't swapped out and I haven't transferred. I did it for the Euros, but I didn't.
I gave up on the Euros because I just didn't care.
Yeah.
I always pay money to enter these things, or like enter into outlandish bets to enter these things, and I always lose because it doesn't grab my attention. Like I'm just like
I just forget, and then you just like you come back, and then all these people are injured, and you need to transfer them, and you're like, you know what? It's just too late to grab any points back.
Like, arguably, N'Golo Kante is one of the best players in Premier League, right? But he doesn't get any points on fantasy.
Yeah, you don't get points for being a really good player in your position. You only get points for scoring and clean sheets, basically.
Assist as well.
Yeah,
like
assist. Oh yeah. But like, that's why basically everyone in your team should either be a defender or striker or goalkeeper.
Yeah, well, no, because I guess because Salah technically counts as a midfielder and he's been like smashing it.
Well, yeah, I guess so. But like, you don't get you don't get points for like most tackles or for like most important, key moments, that kind of thing.
Exactly.
Like, it's just either you've scored a goal or you've passed it to someone who scored a goal, or you've saved something basically.
We need to boycott fantasy league.
Yeah. It should.
I feel left out when everyone talks about it. I'm like, I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, everyone's got.
Play fantasy. I want everyone to call me shit. that's all my thing is.
Yeah, I think I just live for the team names, to be honest.
What was yours a couple of years ago or last year? Because you had to change. You had to change it because it got.
What was it?
Did you just call it like?
Oh, it was off a
Monster Girth or something. Like that?
No. It was off a.
Oh, sorry. That was his old Xbox then.
Yeah, it still is.
Oh no.
What's that? No, I just remembered it. No, it's not. It's not for the camera.
Is it not?
No, I'll tell you after.
Okay. I really want to know. I feel like that's a good place to end this week's really want to know. But before we do, we have our first headline of the week of this year.
Yeah, ish.
So it's once in the past, or they're all in the past, or headlines are always in the past. But
it's literally, it's happening as we speak.
It's news. Live to you from the chopper, the AandRPodcast chopper. Okay, so, you ready for this? This is a Christmas related one, because it happened Christmas Eve, but we move. Strict mom slammed for forcing son to sleep in treehouse on Christmas Eve. Every parent has their own views on how to discipline their child, but you might think they might be a little more forgiving at Christmas time. Well, apparently not in all cases, as one mum is being heavily criticised for online forcing her son to sleep in a treehouse on Christmas Eve because he missed his curfew or out on a date. Man, the boy's just trying to get some pussy. What do you mean?
But isn't the treehouse like cold, wet, damp?
So is his date. Not cold.
Maybe wet or damp, maybe, I don't know. But,
he's 16, that's what we're going to joke about this. Yeah, he's 16.
Is this is America or UK?
UK?
They have a treehouse. Clearly they but like, there's like, it'd be cold, you might freeze to death.
So, this is what she said. My 16-year-old son came home at 11 p.m. last night when the house was already locked up after missing like 10 calls from me. He knocked to get in, but I just called him back and told him he could sleep in the treehouse, that there were already blankets up there, and hopefully this would be a lesson to stick to curfew. He was apparently on a date with someone and didn't realise his phone was set an hour behind. To me, that's all excuses. I told him he had the rest of the night in the cubby to reset his time. We'd see him in the morning. I opened the door at 6, nice and early, and he came in and went to bed. Slept until lunch, holding his sibling up from opening their gifts because we do it all together as a family. He thanked everyone for his gifts and went back to sleep after lunch.
That is bullshit though. Having your phone is not the correct time. Come on, what day and age is this, man? Your phone is always set to the correct time.
Do not tell me you're siding with the mom.
What? No, okay. I'm not saying that meant that he could sleep out in the treehouse where it's cold and clearly not and a suitable place to sleep. But saying your phone was set an hour behind is clearly bullshit.
Oh no, it's a lie. It's a big old pack of lies. But at the same time,
don't.
so then her husband later told her she'd overreacted. Her son had made an honest excuse and was exhausted from not being able to sleep in the treehouse, but she completely disagreed. She then turned to Reddit, where others thought she was in the wrong for locking her son, and the majority agreed she was.
Imagine putting what you did on Reddit, hoping for someone to go, yeah, that was the right thing to do, and everyone's just go,
like, you're a bitch.
no, that's cool. You're just like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Because that would get you more annoyed because you kind of just want
People decided.
Yeah.
Like, do you know when like you're really angry about something that happened outside the house, you come home and you tell your parents, and they're like, well, yeah, I agree with the other side.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm going to my room.
Yeah.
I'm running away. Yeah. Not coming back.
Yeah, that is annoying. You want them to side with you, and they just don't.
Whoa.
I thought you'd be really angry too.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. Yeah.
Even though when you realise that in real life, you're completely in the wrong. Yeah. But yeah, I think we agree that the husband should take care of discipline, and the mum
take over.
Handle military discipline in Korea. So I feel like this is a good place to end off the episode.
Yeah.
Do you have any closing?
Oh no. No, I don't. I don't know what you're waiting for then.
We are very much looking forward to this new year. We hope that it isn't a lockdown, but if there is, we will continue doing these video episodes because we do enjoy them. So we hope you stay with us and we hope you've enjoyed listening. Thank you guys for listening. I've been AJ.
I've been Ryan.
See you!